to make the beer run because you looked the most sober. Like, you also missed 7 meals, and the only edible things inside the gas station are a questionably half-eaten hamburger and a box of week-old sushi, and you make the wrong choice. Like, seriously, you should have chosen the hamburger friendships. And then you have the best kind. The kind that you find at the sushi restaurant it took you 1, 2, 3 weeks to get a reservation to, and cost you $50, but was so worth it because you knew you wouldn't get food poisoning this time. You know, you wouldn't get friend poisoning, you wouldn't get screwed over screwdrivers like the last time you found a sushi type of friendship. That probably wasn't the best analogy. But we all know we have that one gas station sushi kind of friend. That friend that nobody wants to remind of their origins because you know that the second you do, they'll start smelling like a rotten friendship, and even though the relationship is already terrible, you've been Febrezing it for months now, and the can is almost out of that fresh, this friendship could work scent. I'll admit it's still an awful analogy. Despite the contextual perfection to this situation, you know all friendships start out like raw fish. Sitting on the chopping block, waiting to be cut up into something edible, they all start out as awkward mouthfuls of information, waiting to be sliced and thinned and hugged by rice and seaweed. Some friendships are fucking delicious. The kind you can't get enough of. Keep ordering it kind of friendships. The kind you go to the same tiny sushi shop for over and over. The kind you become a regular customer for, even when you're completely broke, can't afford that kind of brand name friendship. The kind that you max out your credit cards for, those are the best friendships. But, like all things, some friendships go bad at creation, like a bad egg, or a black sheep, or the devil. Some relationships are just terrible. You know, I'm allergic to shitty friendships. Itch on my skin, tongue swelling up like I can't talk to you anymore kind of friendships. Can't keep swallowing something that's not worth the effort. Why keep trying if you're not worth my time, right? Bitches, man! Why can't they all be guy sushi? Have you ever noticed that guy sushi friendships always have less drama as long as no one's banging someone else's girlfriend? Or sister? We all know that some friendships aren't worth picking up the chopsticks, aren't worth learning how to use chopsticks in the first place. Why am I always in charge of the chopsticks? Just because I know how to use them doesn't mean I want to keep picking up friends that aren't worth it with them. It's not like with sticky rice. Friendships fall apart like paper scraps. Have you ever tried to pick up paper with chopsticks? It's a lot harder than you think it is. And some friendships aren't even worth tearing up the page, so why keep trying? Some friendships can kill you. Like improperly prepared blowfish. Some friendships have been sitting on cutting boards for a little too long and get sent off to gas stations. Sometimes you're just unfortunate for picking up the cheap plastic box. See, some friendships will fight you. Friendships made of swordfish, waving chopsticks in your general direction like you're dueling, like you'd better learn how to use chopsticks and quick, like they'll stab you in the back kind of friendships, like kill you before you see them coming friendships at least. True friends chopstick you in the front.